Right, this going down the rabbit hole expression. This thing on how deep do you go down the rabbit hole? Meaning, how far does the deception carry on? Comes from that stupid movie, The Matrix, which is a dumb shoot 'em up movie for some reason. Dumb truthers seem to think it's something to do with spirituality. They're just like that. And let's in the movie he says, take the pill or whatever and see how deep the rabbit hole goes. And then you have all these people in the truth movement, they all see and all going about how deep the rabbit hole is. I've gone deeper down the rabbit hole than you. I've gone so deep down the rabbit hole that they think the earth is flat and this kind of thing. The thing is that may be a psyop. Ooh, I hear you say. Yes, it may be a psyop. In esoteric vernacular, in German alchemy in particular, the rabbit hole represents delusion. Didn't know that, did you? See, this is why you're lucky you have me, who's guiding you all out of this awful truth movement and back into your own way of thinking. Because I'm not some skunk saturated parasite who wants your money to get stoned. I don't deal with cognitive bias. I give you the truth. In Germanic alchemy and in esoteric tradition, the rabbit hole represents the not paying attention to the bigger thing. You become so consumed with chasing rabbits down the rabbit hole that you develop the tunnel vision of the rabbit hole. You have not expanded your vision. You've gone deeper and deeper into the dirt. That's the meaning of that expression. So people have said, I've gone down the rabbit hole, and I've seen that what they've gone down is deeper into the dirt, and they've missed the bigger picture because their peripheral vision, both literal and symbolic, has been narrowed to the width of a rabbit hole. You didn't know that, did you? Anyway, it's shown in alchemical symbolism. I'll try and use one if I can find it for the thumbnail pic for this video. But you will see that they show the alchemical beehive, the image of the alchemical mountain. And the alchemical mountain, at the top of the mountain, is the processing of life, in terms of the beehive representing the prima materia of cognition, consciousness, and all processes related to human beings in the external, the de facto transcendental world into the material world, because the temperature of a beehive is the same temperature as a human body. And that's why the beehive is symbolic within the esoteric thing. And at the bottom of these graphics is often fools, and they're not the fool like the fool in Giotto's painting of the fool, or the fool in the tarot card. They're not the fool in the sense that they're throwing themselves to caution. They're the fool who's chasing the rabbit into the hole and missing the bigger picture. So you've been psyoped with that whole thing of going down the rabbit hole. You've been well and truly psyoped by the Freemasons in Hollywood or wherever, and they've made you foolish by using that expression. To go down the rabbit hole is to go deeper into nothingness, into the darkness, into the abyss, while the processing and the magic and the mechanisms of the cosmos are taking place above you. This is when you see a rabbit, if you have a synchronistic or totemistic experience involving a rabbit. I just realised how much sun I've got in the last couple of days. Tan suits me. But yeah, in the esoteric, the seeing a rabbit in symbolism represents that you have to pay attention to the bigger picture, not to the strangulating miasma of constriction in terms of following one idea until it's gone. Now, a lot of chasing down the rabbit hole thing was often connected towards the whole 9/11 conspiracy thing, and people went deeper into that conspiracy. Look, the thing is, the Saudis did it. Who ordered it, we'll probably never know, because just like JFK, The thing was definitely dodgy on every level, and it makes, it definitely was a fishy event. And I don't know how anyone at this stage can deny that. But at the same time, too, when you have assholes saying there were holographic planes and you can see them, the wing disappearing behind a building when it's clearly just gone behind an air conditioning unit on the roof of a building, and this kind of stuff. That's the rabbit hole. You've gone down the rabbit hole so far. You have to look. It doesn't matter. Minutia and detail is often used to destroy what was a valuable conspiracy theory to begin with. I mean, it was, so like, you don't have to see. This is my attitude towards these conspiracies, and why I avoid them is just one, there's lots of rabbit hole diving where they go into the minutiae and forget the bigger picture, and two, the bigger picture is all that really matters. A lot of them become obsessive and compulsive, thinking they're going to get to the truth. They're gonna bust this truth open. The reality is they're just going deeper into their own miasma and their own blinkered view, their own peripheral loss of greater pictures. So there's it for you. The term going down the rabbit hole does not mean looking in to see how deep things are. The term going down the rabbit hole means closing your mind and becoming focused on bullshit. The alchemists made this quite clear, so did the esoteric schools. And if you see a rabbit in a place you shouldn't see it, or a totem, always pay attention to what's going on around you at the time you witness these totems. And if a rabbit appears for no reason, it means that you must continue to concentrate on the bigger picture. Now, I just want to say one more thing about this ridiculous babies in cages psyop that's playing at the moment. It's pure emotional manipulation by the left and the liberals. They're just doing black magic on people. They're just mind controlling people through cheap, superficial emotions. It means nothing. It's bullshit. It's ignore it. And anyone who's losing their minds over it, well, take a note of it. Because I tell you, the day when the shit hits the fans, they're the ones that are going to be coming around to your house with a knife and fork to eat you.